all the action for to bring you our next matchup here is Ronnie's Angels taking on the AZI Memorial. And every defence gets the ball, gets the turnover there. And so the opening exchanges are pretty willing here between our two sides. Ronnie's Angels taking on AZI Memorial. This is our Field 1 matchup. You can also find the Field 2 matchup. Then Burdekin Delta taking on the Walkabouts ladies on Field 2. Charge down now. And see what the referee comes up with here. And Denise Weir, our referee, she's just allowed to play on, so it was a small knock on. Oh, wow. Early exchanges this morning have certainly been extra willing. It'll be 8 metres out. To the left of the upright, set deep to the right. Had to reach forward to grab that. He's got it. They're able to play on now. Maria Wilson there. Oh. And we'll have a changeover. Just waiting on the couple of team lists to come through for you folks, and we'll take you through who we have lined up. And what a fantastic get in their last game. Emma Manzelman, Cowboys Player of the Year in the NRLW. In the Jillaroo squad here, they're up here this weekend, part of the Pacific Nations Cup. And just up here to watch her sister, who was going around for the Eastern Warriors this weekend, and we have a breakaway. Penalty there. And that's Ronnie's Angels. And Kendra Stafford, I believe it. Look, early on in the carnival as we look to work out the team lists, and occasionally numbers are going to be out, and we do apologise for that, but as the weekend goes on, we'll ensure we get the updated lists to you. And it'll be Ronnie's Angels who go over here for first points in the corner. Just weight of possession at the moment, Ronnie's Angels. We'll be our try scorer there, Chanasha Tamara, with the first points, opening the account for Ronnie's Angels here in the 37th Annual Bindle Sharks All Blacks Carnival. And thank you for joining us here on Blue Collar Sports. If this is your first time joining us, we're just small, essentially, can't get too much smaller. Just myself that's sort of bringing through this action, looking to bring live streaming to the community and bringing community sport to you, so allowing people who aren't able to be here or be able to travel to be able to follow along at home of all their sides. And family playing near and far. And we know a lot of these teams are coming from as far north as Skyby Island, and then with players far south as through the Brisbane area as well, up through here over the carnival throughout the weekend, and we'll look to as that conversion attempt sails to the right there. Alex Abram unsuccessful with their first attempt. Young Tennille Baker out the back there for AZI Memorial, marshalling the troops. And you follow along both streams on our YouTube channel on Blue Collar Sports. We do appreciate you joining us. And Ronnie's Angels look to work it off their own line again. Maria Wilson now. Maria Wilson debuted this year for the Black Hawks in the under-19 squad, coming over from Rugby Union. She's made a fist of her time in Rugby League, part of the Cowboys NRLW development team program. And room to the right. Offload. Yeah, but AZI Memorial defence sliding across and are able to shut down an attacking raid, but they are 15 metres into the AZI Memorial half. And with room to move. It's high. Runners underneath, allowed to bounce. This could be trouble, but Baker secures the ball. Two tackles, and they haven't been able to get outside of their own 10 here. AZI Memorial, but that's better. Now they work out to their 30. Had numbers down the short side. Looks to extend it on the last. They'll be kicking from inside their own 40. At a dummy half. Goes high and short. Able to secure it, but it'll be Ronnie's Angels as they look for some interchanges out the back. You let a Miller there. Is that carrying? Yeah, they go. Yeah, there's room out to the left. We'll have a penalty back here in the middle. We'll just wait to see what the signal is here. Might be off the ball, I believe, is what Denise Weir has signalled there. So it might have just been some contact after the pass had gone on the number 9, Tessa Hart. But it will be Ronnie's Angels, and they'll look to play on as AZI Memorial had retreated. But they're going to take the quick tap, and they're going to continue on the attack. Shanique Yateman there. Oh, and a strong carry off the back fence here. That's Uletta Miller. And they're heavy on the attack now. 2 tackles in and only 15 metres out on the third. Deep back line set to the left. Now after skipping around a tackle she can, and Ronnie's Angels will have their second try. Fast start to the Angels. And 2 quick tries in just over 12 minutes of action. AZI Memorial laying down the law behind the in goal, just looking to regroup. With the 25-minute halves, it's integral that you start fast in these carnivals. There you can pull there. 8 points to 0 to Ronnie's Angels here as AZI with the conversions, it's and it's AZI Memorial to get us back underway. And another penalty here, so a little bit of discipline costing AZI Memorial at the moment because they're just giving easy get-outs to Ronnie's Angels. And they won't want to do too much of that because in carnival footy you can get away with you. When you spend a lot of time defending, saps a lot of energy, and it's very hard to work your way back into it. And another strong carry there. Wilson, another strong carry, getting into her work early. And that ball will go to ground, so AZI Memorial will get let off. Oh, what fantastic conditions here for a rugby league. The AZI Memorial with a scrum feed 20 metres out, and they are 20 metres in from touch on the left-hand side of the field. It's an 8-0 lead at the moment for Ronnie's Angels. Still plenty of opportunity to fight back into this one. And carnival footy, 8 points is nothing. It's a 2-possession game, essentially. That's strong defence there. Marie Wilson in that tackle. And they're working their way out of their own end again. Very limited opportunity at the moment to have the ball, AZI Memorial. And that's a good carry now. Gets them out 30 metres out from their own line. 20 metres away from halfway. Good scoot from dummy half, and that's good metres. Metres they desperately need here, AZI Memorial. Bringing it back centre field, right on halfway. Oh, the ball doesn't want to go into touch, so it sits up, and here is now an opportunity for AZI Memorial to go to work in defence. They've given away a couple of penalties on the way out. They won't want to do that, so they just want to temper it, but they want to get up here and try and force an error. Ronnie's Angels has taken their time to get behind the ball. It's another very strong carry. From the number 10, Bianca Abram there earlier. She's been heavily involved. They skip away down the left-hand side. Keisha Underwood. Right on halfway now for Ronnie's Angels on the 5th. So it's a good set indeed from AZI. Forced them to kick from trouble. But it's an awkward kick with an awkward bounce. But AZI Memorial secure it. And they are 15 metres away from halfway. With a perfect opportunity to cross into Ronnie's Angels half, which we haven't seen them do yet. And a good scoot. Number 18, Amanda Hinch. And another one now. This is good football here from AZI Memorial. Creating a little bit of ruck tempo. 40 metres out and another scoot. Now they're away on the short side. Numbers there for Ronnie's Angels. Back centre field. Skips out of one tackle. Tanisha Solomon. On the last, 15 metres out, centre field. Back away to the left-hand side. A grubber. Gets a bounce. But well taken, strong defence. And now we've got a game of rugby league, folks. And it's Ronnie's Angels away on the short side. But AZI Memorial, good defence. Good, and get control of the ruck early as well. Skips out of one tackle. Gets 10, maybe 12 metres. And it's a good tempo, a good pace of this game is being played at the moment, and they've drawn a penalty out. Well, it's just the penalties at the moment. As AZI Memorial had a really good period of 6 or 8 minutes there, where they were able to get right in the arm wrestle and wrestle a little bit of momentum back their way. But it's these penalties just relieving pressure. He's got an injured player in removed and back play. That's the delay at the moment, but we've got just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of rugby league action here on field 1. And on field 2, looks like Burdekin Delta have got themselves out to a good lead early on, but it's carnival footy. You never write anybody off. And especially here, we have a ding-dong arm wrestle going for you at Ronnie's Angels currently 2-0, leading 8-0. So points for winning the half. So every point matters, plus the overall points for the match as well. Play 2 pool games before it goes into the knockout stages. That one might have just floated forward, and referee Denise Weir is right onto that. So just floating forward, and it'll go back to AZI Memorial with the opportunity to go back and attack. And Denise Weir just marshalling the league safes off the field up there, policing. 2 minutes 30 remaining in the first half. If AZI Memorial can come up with some points here and give them some momentum coming into half time, because they had to do it the hard way early on, but they've really started to build themselves into this match. Tackle 1. And meter's hard to come by, but that's a good carry and draws a penalty. So this will give them a bit of a momentum here now with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. So it's important for them to get going here. But even any form of momentum at the moment has been good for AZI Memorial. The halftime break will come. They'll get an opportunity to, and they're going to go early with the kick. Looking for a bounce, but it's been able to be secured here by Ronnie's Angels. And it was our try scorer there. Away down the short side. Well, they might have poured a little bit of pressure on themselves here. There's still 1:20 remaining, so there's a full set of 6 in this. So by going early, they've allowed Ronnie's Angels an opportunity to score, as they'll have a great ball. That'll be tackle 3, and they are 36 metres out. with 60 seconds remaining. Skips out of 1, ducks under a second. Bobbles it and maintains possession. Comes out the back, and there's a penalty there for a strip. So with 42 seconds, will they take the 2? They call for it, and they will. They'll take the 2. So at 8-0, it'll be Ronnie's Angels looking to get us through to half-time with 30 seconds remaining, as they will take the 2 from the penalty. So if AZI Memorial can probably just tone down the penalties there, a couple for offside when Ronnie's Angels were looking to play fast, they can get themselves right back into this. They had a really good period where they looked to build a bit of pressure, but I'm sure at half-time that'll be the discussion that'll be had. It'll just be about building pressure, building their way back into this. By no means is 10 points going to be difficult to run down. It is carnival footing. You'll hear the siren go off in the background. And the conversion is successful. The penalty is successful. So Ronnie's Angels going to half-time will lead 10-0. And we'll take a short break here on Blue Collar Sports. Our schedule's currently 10 leading AZI Memorial. Yet to score, but had some opportunity there early on. Started to build a little bit of pressure. They've let a couple of them off the hook, but we're looking AZI will start here in our second half. And Ronnie's Angels, well, they'll just be looking to build on the platform they set themselves in the first half. Go on, mate. Hey. And as we speak, being joined by the fantastic Mr. Scott Nosworthy in the vicinity, just getting around for Queensland Rugby League facilities. Well, he's the facilities big wig. You want a facility, he's the man to talk to all around Queensland. Just getting around, doing his bit. Well, it's would have heard his dulcet tones on Blue Collar Sports before. It's our finals action. Go, mate. And, yeah, you can just put that to your shirt or you can hold it, one of the two. Up to you, mate. But
I might just hold it, Hawley.
Beautiful. And Scott Nosworthy, mate, what brings you all the way out here to Bindle, to the All Blacks?
Oh, I think spent a lot of time and effort working with our Indigenous carnivals across North Queensland. Many years ago, we had carnivals. They were playing. They're under their own carnival rules, and it's all part of rugby league. So I worked really hard back in my days as a region manager to try to connect better with the carnivals. And now all the carnivals in North Queensland are under the QRL. They sit there, they use our rules, they use our judiciary system, providing a safe environment for people to turn up. If you turn up and you play up, you get thrown out, regardless of whether carnival or normal footy. And probably the main reason I'm here, Hawley, is I love it. These carnivals are about family. They're about footy, but they're about family and they're about fun and everyone coming together and celebrating. There's so many, I see so many memorial teams that are here. These carnivals are significant beyond what a lot of people can understand, especially from the non-Indigenous world. And just to be here and celebrate the lives of loved ones who are lost is probably one of the great positives that come out of these carnivals. I just love footy too. Love footy. So,
mate, you summed it up really well there. I couldn't have said it any better myself. As AZI Memorial get their first points, and that brings a cheer to all the supporters. That gets the grandstand up and rocking, and AZI Memorial have opened their account for the carnival here.
Yeah, booming this year. Just talking to Auntie Jenny prior, and 24 men's teams and
all the way from Saibai. We met some of the boys yesterday, so teams all the way calling Saibai home, with fellas all coming all the way from down south in the South East Queensland corner, travelling up here. So carnival footy, it's onwards and upwards. But mate, yeah, you said it, and we spoke to some of the boys yesterday at the photo op. Had an opportunity to hear some of the stories, and we're going to hope to bring some of the stories throughout the carnival as they come up to let us know sort of who it is that they're representing and what it's about. But you're spot on. Carnival footy's about so much more than rugby league. And mate, the sights, the sound, the colour, there's nowhere better.
Yeah, Saibai Island. That's an amazing story. I've been to Saibai Island. For those that don't know, you can see PNG from Saibai.
Hop, skip and a jump, just a skimming stone away.
I flew in there one day. I was about 40 knots, and I didn't think we were going to make it. I think we might have hit the edge of the runway. It was that windy, but anyway, yeah, great people. I took Dane Hogan. I don't know if many people remember Dane Hogan, but had a distinguished career in the QRL major competitions as captain of East and Sunny Coast, and I took Dane there.
And how's the nudge? Bends it back.
We did some coaching courses and stuff on Saibai when Dane was representing the North Queensland Cowboys. It was the first time an NRL club had been to Saibai. That was a go. But yeah, many things have happened since then. But the one thing that hasn't changed is my love for footy and my love for First Nations carnivals. They bring people together. I just did a lap around the oval, Hawley. It was going to take me about 5 minutes. It's taken me an hour and a half. Caught up with many friends, a lot of them from all over the place, from Mackay up north.
That's it. Lot of find anybody, that's generally the place to find them is at the carnivals.
Yeah, Palm Island. I see the Palm's got 3 or 4 men's teams in. It's amazing, a small little island sitting off the coast can have that many representatives. It's awesome.
It's a great part of rugby league. It just brings communities together.
Bindle Sharks, Auntie Jenny puts on a great carnival. We hope that that it just flows. There's no challenges, not too many injuries, and rugby league will be the winner.
That's the one. Fantastic stuff. And the QRL, mate, onwards and upwards, everything over at the QRL ways. Ben Eichen, warm in the seat now. He's been there a little bit.
Yeah, he's without no disrespect to people prior, but Ben just brings a different sort of enthusiasm and passion to the QRL, and I think internally and externally within the game you can see it. Our numbers are enormous, Hawley, across the game, volunteer numbers and player numbers. When you get player numbers between 5 and 6% increase and volunteer numbers 10 plus, people might go on about the challenges in our game, and we do have negatives from time to time, but we have a lot more positives than negatives, and we just need to tell our story better about how good we are going, because we are going good. Men's and women's state of origin, great major competitions. There's pathways next year, 17s girls, 19s girls. Everything's happening. We're doing a great job. And since we brought in our positive environment program, we've got less incidents at rugby league. So our game's becoming a safer and more inclusive place to be at. And with that, the only way is onwards and upwards for rugby league.
Fantastic. As AZI Memorial here, well, they look to eradicate the 10-0 deficit at half-time, and they're over for their second. And just like that, we're locked up. Carnival footy, I mentioned it in the first half, that 8 points isn't going to be enough to put anybody off, or 10 that we had at half-time. That's just 2 possessions in Carnival footy, so that's about, 90 seconds? 90 seconds can eradicate that pretty quick. 3
tries in 5 minutes is generally Carnival footy, isn't it?
That's it. There's never a game that's over in Carnival footy.
It's probably a little bit like reserve grade rugby league. You never know where you're going next.
That's it.
And but the skill level is amazing. And just the fact we've got 8 women's teams here this year is enormous.
Players per side as well that are in there. So when you talk about, like you mentioned, about the growth in it, 8 women's teams that are out here, all full to the brim with players throughout here. We are really in a healthy state when you look at that, as far as numbers-wise and Carnival footy. I mentioned Carnival footy, mate. It's when the footy season finishes, it's almost like that's just the beginning of the season when the Carnival season starts. We had Mackay last week. We're here in Townsville. Gordonvale next week, and then I'm on the road up to Bamaga the week after. So.
On the back of, a very successful Mackay Carnival, from what I've heard, up to the Gordonvale Carnival, which is always a great carnival to go to, and brings players from all over the Cape, Torres, Gulf, and some teams travel up from down south. Great conversion again. There, and then I think you get the trip up. I see Coco and a few of the boys going up to Dan Ropian.
He's going to be up there spreading the good word of the QRL's health and well-being, spending some time with the teams again up there. He's a freaking flyer, I think, getting his card ticked off. Coco up that way, and he'll spend a bit of time with Blue Collar Sports as well. So,
just a shout out. I attended the Northern Region Remote Areas Forum last week. We had representatives from along the Flinders Highway up through the Gulf, all through the Cape, up to the MPA and TI, and everyone turned up, it was enormous. And the interest in community, regardless of what people say, we got, 1,500 people registered in the Cape and Torres and Gulf to play rugby league, and no other sport's got an organised carnival, an organised team in that area. We know rugby league is the heart and soul of those communities, and we just need to work together. I think we're doing it pretty well. Can we be better? Yes. But have we done a good job over the last 10 years? Yeah, I believe we have.
That's awesome, mate. It's fantastic to hear all of the good work being done by the QRL at a grassroots level, and the team working heavily. Ange, I've ran into Ange a couple of times through the carnival here, working hard with carnival organisers. Angela Penacasio and Kerry Ritchie up in Townsville here. Great team they've got in the Northern Region.
Yeah, shout out to all the QRL. I know who went in there and give Angela a bit of a hand and a bit of advice this morning. These carnivals are not easy. You've got so many people that want to play, and registrations and insurance and all those things, but she's handled it really well.
Great
in the absence. Look at that ball. Inside. Go inside.
Just go over the top. For rugby league.
Oh, what a try.
And they have lifted AZI Memorial. A beautiful little shift down the short side. Then just dinking off the right, and then I don't even know if it was a sidestep there. It was the old straight over the top. Who'd want to be a fullback?
Yeah, there was no sidestep, Paulie. It was
No.
just, I'm going to run over you here. Do your best.
Go back to your glory days as a fullback, mate. Just watching them steaming on with a 20-metre run-up.
I just hope they passed.
But that's a great try from AZI Memorial. And mentioned in the first half that discipline-wise, they'd just given up a few penalties and weren't able to build pressure, but they've gotten a hold of that in the second half. And now with plenty of ball and plenty of momentum, it just shows how quickly they can rack up a score.
Yep. Yeah, no, I've been doing laps, Hawley, with Eddie Monet, who's the co-chair of the QRL Indigenous Advisory Committee, and also on ARLIC, the Australian Rugby League Indigenous Committee, and Danny Allender, who works for the NRL. So Danny's getting his first experience of North Queensland First Nations Indigenous Carnival, and he was very impressed by what he's seen so far. And what a great facility, you know, at the Sports Reserve, Queensland Government facility, done an amazing job. It always looks as though you could go to sleep on the grass, and trust me, I've been out there a few times, and you probably could.
Wasn't too much in that one, but 16 points to 10, AZI Memorial now against Ronnie's Angels. And He's a good man, Spill. Good man. Here we go. Yep, we're back. Just if you're coming back to us now, we just got to play it down here, just being checked on. Sports trainers, safety. Obviously, we've got a fantastic crew of sports trainers out here. And we do. We have the QASC ambulance service out here. Yeah. And they'll be supporting the carnival all weekend, so making sure that all our players are comfortable throughout the weekend with their bumps and bruises and scrapes and touching wood. That we don't have any serious injuries throughout the weekend, but we've got the right people on site to ensure that our players have a great carnival, and also the people that are here enjoying the carnival, watching on from all around. Oh no, still not. Hang on. Now, back here as the players removed from the field. Now we've got 8 minutes, so no time off until the finals matchups. So 8 minutes remaining here. Ronnie's Angels trail now AZI Memorial, 16 points to 10, and it's AZI Memorial back on the attack. Ronnie's Angels going to be got a bit of work to do. They're going to stick on the right side. They've had a bit of joy down this edge. And this time bundled into touch. So good D there by Ronnie's Angels. And they'll get an opportunity with 7.5 minutes remaining. Let's see if they can answer back. They had a fast start. They led it 10-0 at half time. It's been all AZI Memorial in the second half. Oh, and that won't help their cause with a little knock on and the play the ball. Just struggling to get back going again. Fantastic afternoon of rugby league coming up for you. This is just the second of our ladies' games today, and we've got 2 more coming up for you on field 1 before we switch gears into the start of our men's carnival this afternoon. Well, they've been electric down here on the attack, AZI Memorial, so Ronnie's Angels are going to have to dig pretty deep here with 6 minutes to go, because I feel if AZI Memorial get over, they're going to make it very difficult on them. And a little set play coming back down the right-hand edge, but Ronnie's Angels are up to the task. Plenty of room to the left if they want to go there, but they stay on the right. Now they're set to the left. And another penalty there. Well, the penalty count switched right back around in the second half. So, and they're going to take the 2 to put themselves out by 8 points. So 5 minute carnival footy with 5 minutes to go. Is 8 points enough? No worries. Thank you to Scott Nosworthy from the QRL joining us there, giving us an update on all things QRL. Some fantastic things happening in the game. And as the 2, so now AZI Memorial out by 6 points, 8 points, sorry, with 4 minutes, under 5 minutes remaining. Bit of work to do now for Ronnie's Angels. They've got first half points in the board, but short kickoff. And there'll be a knock on, so they'll get an opportunity here, Ronnie's Angels. So here's an opportunity. If they can score here, we'll have an exciting finish. Away now on the left-hand edge. Ronnie's Angels are in. They'll have a conversion to make this a 2-point ball game. 14 plays 18. AZI Memorial. Ronnie's Angels by no means out of this. It's Carnival Rugby League. Conversion short. And Letitia Kotat, the kicker for AZI Memorial, might be the difference here in this matchup. And they're not in a hurry to come back, so there'll be around 90 seconds here left for Ronnie's Angels in this match. 4-point deficit. Carnival Rugby League. Strap yourselves in, folks. This could be this is our first grandstand finish here. Now kickoff. The siren blows in the back on field 2. Now, 60 seconds remaining and a penalty. This will bring them down. This will get Ronnie's Angels now will cross halfway. 50 seconds on the clock. Set deep to the left. Thinks about a kick, does. Knock on. .30 seconds remaining. Ronnie's Angels now. It'll be a play. Nope, we'll be packing the scrum. If they got enough time to pack the scrum, they're not in a hurry. There's 11 seconds. They might get one play here. Ronnie's Angels. 5 seconds on the clock. The siren about to go in the background. Ronnie's Angels with one opportunity remaining. Away to the left. Ball bounces, goes into touch, and AZI Memorial complete the fight back. And Ronnie's Angels, they're brave, got themselves out to a 10-0 lead. But AZI Memorial fight their way back in, and you can see the emotion in the group as they come together. And what a fantastic game of Carnival Rugby League we've had for you there. Thank you for joining into Blue Collar Sports. Stay following along on our YouTube channel, and you can see all the matchups coming up for you next. On field 1, we will see Palm Island will be return to the field here on field 1 as they take on Arab United.